Welcome, everybody. This is Cable Rose. Let's talk leadership. We are welcoming a new guest today. I have, Demetrius, I don't even know your last name.
Stone.
Demetrius Stone. I saw your
Indeed.
funny email title the other day when we
Yeah.
were going back and forth, but I didn't catch on the Stone. My bad. But I have Demetrius here. Demetrius is going to be helping us start off and kick off a brand new series that Let's Talk Leadership is going to bring about. So with the apocalypse and with the quarantine and with everything that's been going on lately, we've really found that as a society, as a country, as a culture, we are reaching back out to the things that are helping us get through this. And so this new series is going to be called The Arts Through the Apocalypse. And we're going to reach out to gamers, book readers, music lovers, movie lovers. We're going to reach out to everybody that kind of has reached into their passions and how they've gotten through this apocalypse. And Demetrius and I have a past. We met a year ago at the Comic-Con here locally in Amarillo, Yellow City Comic-Con. Shout out to YC3. But we met there, and we met over a conversation about movies, and we'll hold that off for now. But ever since then, me and Demetrius run into each other all the time. We see each other, and yesterday we ran into each other at Walmart, 6 feet social distancing. We ran into each other wearing our masks and talking to each other.
I saw you in the soda aisle, but I didn't approach you because
we got the distance? Well, I appreciate that. He kept his distance until we made it up to the front, and we were kind of checking out. But yeah, we kind of always just go back and forth. And the conversation yesterday started this ideal, and I've just kind of run with it. So I'm going to hand it off to Demetrius. I'd like to introduce him, have him introduce himself, and then we'll kind of have a discussion here.
All right. Well, I'm Demetrius. I do video games and collect Pokemon cards and just a variety of random stuff that people look the other way at, like High School Musical. One of my favorite movies of all time. Just love collecting all the different versions of that. Also, anime such as Bobo 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 Bobo.
I don't know what that anime is. Is that the title of the show?
Yes, it is Bobo 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 Bobo, and it's about a large black man with a giant blonde afro and nose hair whips.
Nose hair whips.
Yes.
Demetrius, that's what I really appreciate. I really appreciate you being my first one on, because you have a passion and you just don't care, man. We're going to just talk about it and you're going to throw it out there. I absolutely love that about it. So during this time, and you and I were speaking yesterday, I myself am unemployed right now. I believe if you're in the same situation there,
yes.
I've been out since February. I came back from a contract and I landed on the ground, and it just kind of hit and it just kind of played out. Here we are in the middle of May.
I was out early March because I work at Synergy, the big, movie theater, family center complex we have here. And that was one of the first ones to go because, of course, you can't sustain a place where you can't have people in the arcade and only so many people in the theater. And also, I mean, that's just a hot spot for this virus.
Yep.
Now, I've heard they've reopened, but only like the supervisors can work there right now. So I'm still kind of out of a job.
Gotcha. Well, and again, I am sorry to hear that. And again, a lot of the planet is in that scenario. I don't want to take away from you or I as well. But what has been the thing? It's different. This is a weird time on the planet. What's been the thing that you just kind of did for this time period? And I don't want to talk about work, but like, okay, yeah, I'm stir crazy. I'm in my house and I'm twiddling my thumbs. But what was it that kind of got you through this?
I have been learning a variety of new things.
Okay.
Whether it be from things from different places or learning how to play the stylophone.
What is that? I don't even know what a stylophone is.
It's like a mini synthesizer.
Okay.
Has a little keyboard in it and, plays little notes.
That sounds like a Stranger Things soundtrack right there.
Yeah, let me see. All right. Sorry.
Dude, that's seriously?
I was like Mr. Sandman right there.
Where'd you pick that up?
I just bought this off of Amazon. It was like $20.
Okay.
And I've just been learning all the different kinds of little songs to play on it.
I
And that
love
was
it.
just something to keep me busy for a bit, you know. I learned how to throw cards really well. I learned how
Okay.
to use a cup to stack dice.
Yep, I've been watching those videos before. I've seen those kids. Those kids are awesome. So do me a
Hmm.
favor. What were you buying yesterday? You and I were at the store yesterday. What were you buying yesterday?
Yesterday, I was buying Pokemon cards to add to my ever-growing collection of them.
Okay. By the way, how was your pull yesterday? Did you get good stuff?
I did. I did. I got a Rainbow Rare Milo from the newest sets.
Okay.
I got let's see, a full art Entei GX, a full art Dragonite EX. I'll show here in a second. Just get a closer look. What else did I get? I did get some pretty cool promo cards out of this set. There was a figure box that had an incredible Pikachu. Yeah, Pikachu full arts.
Okay.
So stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then up there in that corner,
Okay.
that Milo, the person.
Yep.
He's the Rainbow Rare trainer I got, and he's really good.
So what I like about this is I'm a gamer too. I play Heroclix. Do you know what Heroclix is?
I might. Do you have an example?
I do. So I've been playing for about 2004. 2004. So this is like a six-armed mutant Hulk. I've got Superman. I got a version of Superman. Here's an Aquaman from the movie when the Aquaman. Oh, excuse me. This is Black Manta. Black Manta.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, the figures in the dial, they click. Heroclix. They click. I don't know if you can hear that. But all of their stats are built into the dial, and as you click down, you get to KO and you're done. Basically like chess with superheroes, right?
Okay.
Now it's
I've
tough.
seen it in stores.
Okay, so it's tough to play a social game, a board game, when obviously you probably should be social distancing. And you can build a table 6 feet apart, but that's still not quite the same thing. Do me a favor. When we got on just a few minutes ago, what were you doing this morning? You said
Oh,
you
well, I
traveled.
was,
Seriously, I got to see this.
I had this Oculus Go I got for $200.
Yeah,
I'm soon upgrading to a Quest, which is a little bit better.
I've
Well,
seen them.
actually a lot better,
I've
but
seen them. Yep.
so an Oculus Go. And I used the Wander app to basically Google Street View in VR. And I just walked around Dubai for a bit.
So how was Dubai? I've never
It was
been.
nice. It was just it was what it kind of landed on when it turned on, and I was like, you know what? Instead of like trying to go somewhere I want to go, let's just do this. And so I just walked the streets of Dubai for a bit, and I had a pretty good time. I like the architecture there.
Man, that's amazing. So, Demetrius, I'm serious. We've been through gaming, synthesizing, Pokemon collecting, VR, Dubai. You went and traveled the world this morning. There was something else. So, I have to admit, I cheated. I did. You mentioned in an email last night something else you've been getting into.
Oh yes, Japanese coin pushers, or as they'd say, metal pushers.
Okay.
And I love them. And my favorite one is Mario Party Fushigi no Koro Koro Catcher 2. And that has got to be the best one. It's part coin pusher, it's part claw machine, it's part mini game player. It's got head-to-head mode against other players who are doing the coin pusher.
Okay, so you wrote me last night and said you were getting into Japanese coin pushers, and I was like, I don't even know what that is. So I did. I cheated. I Googled, and I saw a couple YouTube videos. I watched them. The 1,000 coin towers that are being pushed over, and then like you said just now, there were molds and claws and head-to-head and all kinds of stuff. So I'm trying to get out of the way here. Wait, let me see. This is
see your tower there.
There's the tower for a Japanese. So we've seen these for years in America, but they're real simple, right? It's just
We
push a
got
couple
just the
coins.
Elvis one. You know, you put the coin in, it falls down, push the coin out, and in Japan, if the coins fall out, they just come back out to you. You can use them to play again. Here, they just come out, you get a ticket, and that's it. But the coins are the tickets, so
Right.
it comes out and you can choose. It's not quite gambling because you're not doing money, but it's gambling.
So, so I got to tell you, you are an eclectic and an eccentric person, because you walk up to somebody and anybody on the planet, and you never expect and I don't ever expect anything. And I think one of the very first conversations we ever had was, I asked you, what's your favorite movie? And you talked about High School Musical, which then spun me into actually searching for them out and finding them. And I watched the first one. I told you it was difficult to get through.
Yeah.
You said the second one's better, so I will go sit on Disney Plus probably this week with my daughter and watch High School Musical 2. You said there's an Australian cut. There's a bootleg Japanese version. I'm kidding. I have no idea what there is. There's all kinds.
So like the Australian version that came out first was the remix High School Musical, which doesn't have much extra or anything to it, but I got it. It's there.
I love it. Well, I'm a collector too. I understand that. And I really love this time. Demetrius, it's only 11:11 this morning, and already you've just think about it. You've traveled to Dubai. You've gone through your collection of your cards. You've done a Zoom meeting with somebody. I mean, this is
a healthy portion of Pepsi.
Say what?
I had a healthy portion of Pepsi.
Of Pepsi? That's okay. I had a bowl of Frosted Flakes, so we're on the same page there. But let's think about this. I mean, when we really look at it, the apocalypse, and I use that word loosely, and I do know that there are lives lost, and this is a serious time. But at the same time, we as a society, as a culture, we're reaching out to find those things that help us get by. And I think it's a great first episode to just show the simple joys, the simple pleasures, and the things that are helping anybody kind of just get through this time that we're in. It's been an interesting time, I will tell you that much. But I loved that randomness of our conversation yesterday. We talked about World of Warcraft, and we won't get into that one here because it's not the right venue for that one. But we talked about that, and then it simply just started to make me think. People love music. They love. I mean, behind me, I've got the Stranger Things vinyl record playing on the record player back here. And I've got my Heroclix sitting out because I want to get a game in whenever this thing is over. And so I sit here, I know, and I'm a geek. I sit here and I build my teams, and I got to get a 500-point team, and I got to figure out which ones I want to put in there. And I don't have it on camera, but right over here, there's 6 boxes of these things, of hundreds and hundreds of them that I get to go through, just like your Pokemon. You got to figure
I've got
the right deck,
so many Pokemon.
Right? So, I really think that the arts are underappreciated. And I mean that and we're going to talk about this. We're going to have a photographer. We're going to have a book reader. I know that doesn't sound like much, but a book reader. We're going to have a music DJ from the local college. We're going to have the last blockbuster on the planet on the show talking about movies, art, photography, gaming. I got some cosplayers I want to bring on. I want to talk about just what it is that's helping people get through this time. And I thought, what a cool way to just spin some positivity into the dialogue and spin some experience of what's really out there and how we're kind of surviving this time. So, man, I appreciate you. I appreciate you being on here. It's always a pleasure to run into you. We're local, but man, I got to tell you, driving down the street, we were showing DVDs at each other through the car. Meet at Walmart, the Synergy.
At a red light, don't worry.
Yeah, we were at a red light. We were stopped. Good point. But man, I got to tell you what, it's always a pleasure to run into you, Demetrius, and always a pleasure to see what it is you're getting into. So I appreciate you coming on. I appreciate you sharing. And as always, to all my viewers and all my listeners out there, guys, I'll catch you guys on the flip flop.